Yo, what's up, man? Make sure you catch us today, right now. Link up. We are in JR and the crew.
Antonio Pelayo.
Henry Michael Apodaca.
All right, well, everybody, check it out, man. We are here with another episode of JR and the crew, man. But check it out, man. We got Slick Vic in the house, man.
I'm always present.
He's always present. Omnipresent. He's omnipresent. But we have a special guest, man. We have somebody that we actually flew in all the way from freaking... What did you say? Were you
From Pacoima.
Pacoima. It was Pacoima.
He was making the
I was like... No, but from Pacoima, man, we have Antonio Pelayo. Sorry, bro. I don't speak. I don't speak. Yeah. Oh shoot, dude, we have a gangster in the house.
Gangster slash rebel.
But we also have another guest, man. We have a guest in the house too, man. A very good friend of ours, and to JR and the crew, man. We got
Richie Valen.
Nah, man, we got David Vegas in the house, man. Hey, man, thank you for coming too, man. We really appreciate it. And also, man, he actually set this whole thing up. So he set this whole thing up, man. Truly grateful for you. But he did, whisper in our ear, Vic, that he wants less time on this show.
I know, but I have a question for him.
Oh, shoot.
How long have you been doing this for? Because, I've just been seeing you a lot in the last couple of months.
I started events in general, 25 years.
Damn.
Yeah, because I started with award shows first, and now I implement everything now to concerts and stuff and events. Yeah, but 25 years in the industry doing events.
And the name of your company is what?
Concerts for You. Yeah.
Very creative.
Not for you.
Very creative.
But concerts for you.
Yeah.
No, but it's lately, the last couple of months, it's like you just been coming out more and more and more. So
Yes,
you're kind of dormant before doing
Yeah, I was
everything
always
on auto.
behind the scenes, and now I'm a little bit more in the front of it. But
All of a sudden, he combs his hair, he wants to come out.
Hey, but I got to say something about this guy, man. I seen him at an event. We're at an event.
211 night.
No, that private event, the concert.
the Cheech and Chong one?
Dogface.
Yeah,
Dogface. The Dogface.
Oh, the one I wasn't invited to.
His song. He released his song. But the one thing I got to see, man, I got to see you in action.
Oh, yeah.
And seeing you in action, bro, I even told Johnny from Chicano Hollywood. I said, you know what I like about him? He's right there making it happen. Like literally, you're like boom, boom, and then you were taking and you brought a couple people.
Yes.
So you're like, hey, make sure you do this. Hey,
It's like he's a producer.
exactly. He was like a producer manager, and he's like, no, I'm just boom, I'm making it happen, man.
You know what I like about him? He never says, no, this can't happen. He says, I'll make it happen.
So he's a Mexican, not a Mexican.
Woo!
See what I can.
Every time I threw a curveball, especially at Velorio last year, there was several curveballs during the event. He's like, I'll make it happen.
Dang. And that's the attitude to have, though, man.
Yeah. He works the crowd.
You have to manifest.
He's not just on stage. He's always like mingling with the crowd. Goes back up. He does his signature L. How do you do that? Yeah, that's the signature L. That's a new one. All right.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. I know you don't want to be on the camera a lot, man. I know we are gonna get into with Antonio, but bro, you've done a lot for a lot of people, man. I mean, you've even done a lot for us, for JR and the crew, and you're doing a lot more for us. I mean, there's stuff we're gonna talk about, guys. Hopefully, he's going to be doing a lot of stuff, but that's in the works right now. But let's get into Antonio, man.
Yes.
I mean, it's awesome that you're on here, man, and it's crazy because even before we got on here, man, we were talking about history, because you're on here for a purpose, because you and I, Vic's a little young. I don't think Vic. You're with us, yeah.
You saw my picture. I was getting in.
Okay, as we were getting out, he was getting in.
He was the young dude in our group.
Yeah, the young guy's like, hey guys, come on, man.
I was the one at the door collecting the money. $10.
But actually, that was the place to be, is at the door, because man, we used to be able to make girls do a lot of stuff just to get into the backyard parties and
Allegedly.
stuff. Allegedly. Hey, there was no HR back then, all right? HR, there was no Me Too movement or anything like that back then.
Times have changed, huh?
Times have changed, man. But dude, real quick, give a background of your story, because I mean, even though I'm a little upset that you put Rebel Familia way down the bottom of the flyer, but go ahead and give a background of your story.
You guys came in late. That's why.
What the heck? Well, we're gonna reprint flyer. That's a digital flyer. You can redo that.
I can.
You can redo the flyer.
He's like, I can.
Of course I can.
Well, give us
Anything's possible, right, Dave?
Well, man, I'll be here like for 5 hours, but I'm gonna make a long story short. Pretty much born in Glendale, moved to Mexico in around 78, 79 due to religious beliefs that my mom had. My dad sent us to El Rancho in Jalisco because my mom didn't want to change her religious beliefs. And my dad's idea was, let me send him to El Rancho, and then with the pressure of the family, my mom will turn back her beliefs. And instead of that happening, she became a stronger, I'll say the religion, Jehovah's Witness. And she still is a Jehovah's Witness.
They're very strict.
Very.
Right.
So, and especially in Mexico, being a Jehovah's Witness here in the States is very different as being a Jehovah's Witness in Mexico.
That's Catholic.
In Mexico, you get killed for being a Jehovah's Witness.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You get persecuted, you get killed. I mean, we got people when we knocked on their doors, they unleashed their dogs on us. They would throw us out at gunpoint. They threw eggs at us, hot water, salsa, all kinds of stuff.
Because you were going with your mom, right? Because you were going.
Yeah,
with your
I was 14 years old, and I was running congregations down there at 14 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was a very devout Jehovah's Witness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was my life in Mexico. Then came back in '89, and that's a whole nother story coming back. And then when I came back here, I started working at Disney when I was 19. And then because of that job, I got exposed to art shows. And so so the back story is I've been an artist since I was 2. So I've been drawing since I was 2 years old.
Okay.
So I landed a job at Disney at 19, and then because of that job, I get exposed to art shows. Because of that, I became an artist because I wanted to do that. I wanted to create art and hang it up on the wall at shows. So during that time, that's when I started party. Actually, the party thing for me started when I was still a Jehovah's Witness. We started throwing house parties with only Jehovah's Witnesses. And they were very,
crazy.
They were very clean parties.
Wow.
We still had.
What's a clean party?
Well, no alcohol, no cursing. Everyone's dressed like
Well, you know
decent.
what? I'm sorry, but there was at that time, DJ AJ Mora came out with the Christian Deep House. They were calling it Christian Deep House.
Wow.
Really?
So AJ Mora, you heard of AJ Mora,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah. So he became a Christian, and he was actually. So I was like thinking, like maybe you had DJ AJ Mora there, when he was a Christian, but he's a Jehovah's Witness.
He's actually dating my friend.
What?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
You gotta ask him about that.
He was at El Velorio. Oh, you weren't there.
I was there.
Yeah,
I was with Angie
Oh,
V.
serious?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we know each other now, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. All
So-
right, shoot.
I'm still tripping on
Sorry, you
Jehovah's
did.
Witness.
Yeah, Jehovah's Witness do parties. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I can be here for hours telling you
So
stories.
there's no scamming.
of
There's no scamming.
no scamming, no hoochies, no
and
nothing.
forgive me if I'm, but as a Jehovah, you can't really celebrate a party, right?
No.
So you guys said,
Well, no, you can't celebrate anything that's like been established, like no birthdays, no.
Those are pagan holidays.
Yes, no Christmas,
That's pagan.
no Halloween, none of that. You can throw a gathering for no reason. That was
Yeah.
so
fine.
you guys were throwing gatherings.
Yeah.
Yes, fellowship.
Yes.
Well, the tricky part about it is that Martin Santillan, you guys heard of him? He's a DJ. He DJ'd at my first party that I threw in Glendale.
Gathering.
And now he became kind of big. He plays for K-Rock and everything.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like flashbacks guy or?
Flashbacks, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
We
he
gotta get his zip
DJ'd
file.
for the first time at my house, and he sucked. Yeah, he was horrible. But so then we're doing all these parties, and then there was a group of us from the congregation in Glendale that kind of became like the black sheep because we started branching out, going out to the pagan parties where they served alcohol and there was a lot of cursing and all that
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's when we became rebels and we started our party crew. And then we started.
Was this still Mexico?
No, this is here.
Oh, this is here now.
Yeah, this is like in the 90, 91, 92, 93.
Yeah, it was hot, man.
Yeah, so I lived in Mexico from 79 to 89.
Okay.
And then we started the party crews here in the valley, mostly in the valley, and then
And your crew was?
reckless ones. Yeah.
I heard of you guys.
Yep.
That's a pretty crazy name for some Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. Well, here's one thing. Being a Jehovah's Witness, you live in this fucking box. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Hey, all
Well,
right.
now you can.
There went the disclaimer.
Fuck.
So you live in a box.
Right.
You cannot do anything.
Yeah.
So when I got exposed to like specifically house music and the house party scene, it was like, dude, like now when I started experiencing that, now I started to live. And then shortly after that, I met my son's mom and
And
lost
he really
my
lived.
virginity.
He really lived.
I was a late bloomer.
He's like, I can have sex. Yes.
I lost my virginity. I was like 20, 21.
Oh shoot.
So I was a
What's
late
wrong with
bloomer.
21, bro? What's wrong with 21?
Shit, nowadays kids lose their virginity.
Oh, it's fucking 12, 13,
Yeah,
14.
dude, it's crazy.
11.
11. What the heck,
I
David?
believe you did it. 11. You can tell. That's why he has the glasses on. It's probably the same glasses he wore while you fucking.
Hold on real quick.
He's like, hold on, they put the glasses on.
So,
You lost your virginity.
Yeah.
yeah, and I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Hey, dang, that's a lot of things that.
So yeah, then I started experiencing living life, and then I started drinking. So that was a part of it. And I'm like, dude,
yeah.
I kind of like this. And then obviously I got kicked out because I started doing all those things. I got kicked out specifically for getting my son's mom pregnant. I got her pregnant. I kept it a secret, and then my mom eventually found out, and then she's like, you need to tell the elders of the congregation that, you know,
Because
you got
she
someone
like
pregnant.
it's like
But
almost
you-
like she can't talk to you either,
Well, he was big too in the congregation.
Well, that's
right?
another whole thing.
right? Because when you're like expelled or whatever.
Yeah,
Shunned.
you get cut out.
Shunned.
Shunned.
Yeah, your mom is not supposed to talk to even her kids. And throughout all these years,
Crazy, dude.
she's been in and out. Like they'll have a big assembly and then she'll contact us and she'll say, because she lives in Mexico, she's like, all right, this is it. Like I can't talk to you guys no more. But then 6 months pass by and then she starts talking to us.
Mijo, I love
So
you.
she's
miss
in
you.
and out.
Yeah.
She's been in and out for the past 30 years.
At the time you got in trouble though, like for getting your baby's mom
Yeah.
pregnant, you were saying you were big, right? You were like kind of running some of those.
No, that's
I was in
back when I
Mexico.
was like 14, 15 in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So look, from 79 to 89, I was a devout Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
Like I did not even curse, not once. I try not to have bad thoughts. If I did, I felt so guilty, and I would pray to Jehovah for forgiveness. That's who I was, and during that time, I was running congregations. I would lead groups out to go preach door to door.
Right.
On Sunday mornings, I would recruit people to get in, because I learned it from my mom. My mom eventually recruited hundreds of people. Yeah.
Little did he know he was getting ready for the whole rebel life. The
Yes,
whole party style.
but isn't that
And
crazy?
recruiting
though?
What was
People
crazy is that, you know, being a Jehovah's Witness, I was like naturally a leader, and then I applied those skills to the party crew scene
Yeah,
and eventually to the event production.
They're your gifts. No
Yeah,
matter what, it's your
yeah.
gift, man, and
The
they can't take it away.
the discipline, the, you know, having an idea and manifesting it, the leadership skills, the organizing skills, I learned them all from being a Jehovah's Witness when I was a kid.
No, and I say the same thing. I mean, people trip out on me and they're like, oh, you always bring up your church and stuff. But I was like a leader in my church too. I was a leader, I was an aspiring pastor. And then I started doing all the stuff that I'm doing. And I literally owe it. I say it. They taught me a lot of stuff about leadership
Why do I
skills.
picture him like just like in the beginning there was house and Jack had a crew and then this grew. I'm just picturing
Oh my God.
like,
I love
as
it.
close as he got to the congregation right there.
If I was still in the congregation, I would have been an elder right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that's crazy because you know what, man? At the end of the day, it's God gives you your talents and your gifts, man. So whether you know they look at it as you're using it for bad or whatever, but yet you're using your talents and your gifts for what you love to do, and that's why you're flourishing. That's why you're having success in what you're doing, man. That's awesome, dude. Like, if you really look at it, there's a lot of if you say like a lot of successful people that are promoters, singers, or some type of entertainment, they have some type of spiritual background
Right.
in the church.
Yeah.
It's like, and they get like, forget this, dude. This is too much. This is just about freedom.
Yeah, because, you know, we grew up, my dad was opposed to what we were doing. We would go to a meeting and we would come back to our house with a pile of Bibles and books burnt, because my dad burned them.
No
my
way.
God.
He would take the battery out of the car. He would unplug shit so that the car wouldn't start, so we couldn't go.
He was Catholic, or
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, he's Catholic.
That's crazy.
So the story behind that, are we cutting?
Yeah, we're gonna cut
I
real quick.
was gonna cut right now.
Okay.
If you want to keep it on.
We're gonna hold that thought real quick
Okay.
because our producer Renee, the official Poe King, he's telling us we have to take a break,
We
man.
usually have music playing, but he hasn't learned that button.
He hasn't learned that button yet, but
In the beginning, there was house, and house had a groove.
Jack.
Jack had a groove.
Jack had a groove.
Yeah, see?
There we go.
Hey.
Still doing it.
But hey, we're gonna be right back, man. We got more with Antonio. We got David in the house, man. We'll be right back.
Wiz, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh? Are you crying?
Boy, I miss her.
You don't think I miss the Wicked Honeys too? Guess what?
What, Dick?
They're coming to the party next month.
Yeah, fool. Put that on something.
Put that on us being main heads, fool. Now come on, let's practice. Come on, let's go. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Music, is it the devil? Is it this and this? So people like AJ Mora and then he started bringing a lot of friends. They started making the Christian.
Okay, I think we're back.
We are back, everybody. Once again, we're back with Jared the Crew, man, and we got Antonio Pelayo in the studio, and also
Gallo.
Yeah, guy. And also we have David Vegas right there. Look at that, man, looking cool, man.
I tried, man.
You do look a little red, dog.
I am, bro.
You look a little red.
Hit me
Oh, I would be
hard,
too.
bro.
I heard he was crip walking with Snoop and fucking singing right next to Ashanti. What would I be without my baby? I'm just saying.
But he definitely doesn't want to be on the show because he's far away from the mic. Look at him.
Sorry.
He's far away from the light.
He's trying to stay with the light. The light.
is killing me.
Oh shoot! Now he's dropping everything. Dang.
I got you.
He's like a mog going.
But hey,
We're talking about so your dad was a devoted Catholic. He was doing everything and anything to stop you and your mom, your mom and you guys, from pursuing the Jehovah's Witness lifestyle, right, or the religion.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to live in Highland Park when an old lady came knocking on our door, and when that happened, my mom was a devout Catholic. Mm-hmm. She was what they call catequista, like that is like higher level of Catholicism.
She used to teach.
oh shoot! Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, to the kids.
So this old lady knocks on our door, and she pretty much convinced my mom to start studying with the witnesses.
Wow.
And then at that point, both my mom and my dad started studying. But when it came down to making the changes of like not celebrating Christmas, birthdays, none of that stuff, my dad was like, no, I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
And then he told my mom, he's like, no, I'm not going to continue. And I don't want you to continue. But my mom said, no, this is what I believe now.
Yeah.
So then one day, my dad told her, if you don't stop, I'm going to send you guys to Mexico. And she didn't stop, obviously. And then one day she woke us up. She's like, pack your shit. We're leaving to Mexico.
Dang.
And I thought we were just going to go out on vacation. And that turned into 10 years.
Wow, man.
He's packing his Bugle Boy jeans.
He's Bugle Boy. Geez.
I clearly remember that day, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but dude, I'm loving the fact because now you okay, you know, we're doing back and forth, but then you start the reckless ones, and you're out of Pacoima, right?
Reckless ones from Glendale.
Oh, Glendale. I'm sorry.
Sun Valley and Orange County.
Okay, so you took that area.
Yeah.
Okay, because then I was Rebel Familia. We were Hacienda Heights, basically the San Gabriel Valley.
Yeah.
We were the San Gabriel Valley rebels and stuff. So we had beef with everybody.
Right.
I mean, we tried not to, but it was Rebel Familia. So, and to break it down, even like kind of, we just call ourselves the family.
Right.
So we were the family. So hey, you're a part of the family. Yeah, we're the family and stuff. So that's kind of cool, man. Yeah. So, but how did you just start doing the house parties?
Yeah.
And then you started recruiting, and how did that go?
So what came first, the party crew or the house parties? And
the chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
You know, we started attending parties. Well, so
we say we.
Me and my friends.
The Jehovah's Witnesses. You and the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Well, I started throwing parties when I was a Jehovah's Witness at my house. And that was just, a bunch of friends and family. That's it. And then from there, when I started the crew, then we started throwing house parties in the valley, mainly in the valley.
Without like the rebel crew, it was just you as.
No, it was the rebel crew.
Oh, so you already had one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So what made you want to be a rebel, though?
Well, so that's where I was trying to get at. When you grow up as a Jehovah's Witness, you feel like you're pretty much in jail because you're not living. You're just what you do is to serve God, and that's it. If you go outside that box, you're gonna die, basically. Or no, you're not gonna die. You're not going to live forever. The belief that Jehovah's Witnesses have is that if you serve God right now, and then when the world ends, that He's gonna allow you to live for another 1,000 years, and then after 1,000 years, there's the final test. If you pass that test, then you live for eternity. That's what they believe. To make
Interesting.
a long story short, so when I got a taste of the outside world, and I fell in love with it, then I felt like I was like liberated, but at the same time, I rebelled against the religion. So that's one of the reasons why in my thinking, I became rebel, because I was rebelling against the religion.
The ultimate rebel.
Yeah. So that's why you said, I'm going to be a rebel, and I'm going to call it Reckless Ones.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I went from not being reckless at all, being devout, not cursing, not having bad thoughts, to the total opposite.
All of the above.
Yeah.
You went
Okay,
from one
but-
extreme
to
to
the
the other extreme.
But let me ask you this: was Reckless the first name you thought of, or was there some other ones bouncing around? I know you had some ones you had to drop.
I honestly don't remember that.
No?
I don't remember that.
We try to get it. We try to get it.
No, because this is all in the 90s, because I remember, bro. I got into it was a crew called the Hooligans. And
I remember you guys
yeah,
too.
because you had me call my boy Eric Ruff, which he was Playboy,
Yeah.
Playboy from Rebel Familia, one of the head guys and stuff. We called him recently, and he even said, before you were Rebel Familia, you were Hooligans. I was in a crew called Hooligans, and we were out of like La Puente, Bassett area and stuff. And then Hooligans were throwing a party with Rebel Familia called Helter Skelter. So we put what's his name's face on the flyer. Manson. We put his face with this everything, and we called it Helter Skelter, and
I think I remember.
it was at a ranch right there where they were doing Rebel Belt a lot. So it was in a ranch right there in Avocado Heights area, and we broke up. And then the guys, Rebel Familia, hit me up the next day, man. That's when I got into Rebel Familia.
So you were crew hopping.
Well, we broke up, so I had to go somewhere else.
Just saying.
They had to trade me, bro. So
no.
no, but then they burned me in. I got burned in. They did the cigarette thing on me, and
Show us.
no, it's covered now.
One
I have-
of
yeah,
us.
it's-
One of us.
One of So I had to get burned in, bro. So what did you make your guys
Yeah, what
do?
was the initiation? with
Yeah,
the
what was
rebels?
what was your guys'
We
initiation?
didn't have no initiation.
What?
Ritual? No.
You had to know how to battle.
And,
Just
well,
party hard.
the thing is that we were already partying. It was just a large group of us partying already, and then all of a sudden I told them, dude, let's just call ourselves Reckless Ones. So I didn't recruit anyone new. We were all just friends already, and we were
Okay.
already doing it. Yeah.
All right, yeah, and that's what Rebel Familia was. Like Eric was telling me right now. He goes, dude, we're like a family. We've always been a family because most of the guys, we were all in Little League Baseball together.
Yeah.
So it was all Little League Baseball and stuff. And before we got into the party cruise, it was all the tagging. So it was all the taggers and stuff. And
You should be called Little Leaguers then. I'm just saying, bro.
that was funny, dude. That was
with
the
the-
Little Leaguers.
Stick with the origin.
The Little
right?
Leaguers.
The Little Leaguers. You gotta be careful with that.
That
one,
was
'cause
good.
If you're drunk saying that, it might sound like something else. Never mind.
Antonio's like,
Rebel Familia
what
it
the
is.
fuck? But that's cool, man. I mean, because I remember, dude, I love the fact of going to the backyard parties, and then of course going to the backyard parties, then going to the clubs, because eventually everybody who threw the backyard parties ended up throwing the clubs, you know. But they didn't. It was just the clubs first. It was the restaurants, because because everybody was under 18, under 21 years old, so we couldn't really drink. And my go-to drink though, I was a 40, dude. It was Old E or Mickey's.
Yeah.
Mickey's.
I did that too.
And I was 16 years old drinking an Old E, bro.
Yeah.
That's what, downing it, just trying to get drunk so I could get to a party, man. So what would you guys used to drink? Or was it Nas? What is it?
No, none of that. I mean, there was
Smoked
a little, no, mostly weed. a little Coke.
Oh, okay.
But I never did
That was back
They
then?
were the reckless ones.
I know.
I didn't do
You
that.
think
though.
you're all bad with your OE? He's like,
Okay.
that's all you got?
But alcohol, you name it, from like mine was pretty much Jose Cuervo.
Oh, shit. So you just went to the hard stuff.
1800.
You guys were bad,
Yeah,
bro.
that shit used to, the tiger used to come out on me, man.
Dang.
Yeah, we used to when we.
How'd
went
you
to-
afford that crap? I barely could afford the OE.
We were
I
fucking
was
sharing
drinking
making
Night Train
grenades.
and Mad
remember?
Dog and shit.
Whatever we could do a beer run with, we just grabbed it and ran, dude.
John, we used to share the Mickey grenades. Like, hey, half for me, half for you.
Yeah, see, yeah.
No lips, no lips.
No.
When we went to clubs, we used to park like blocks away from the club to fucking get drunk.
Yeah.
Because
Pre-game.
drinks were expensive inside
Yeah.
the club.
They still are. They still are.
It still got
They
worse.
still are.
So did the whole so now like the party crew scene, man, and stuff. So you I mean you have a freaking what is it, like a event coming up, like a huge event coming up. And a lot of people are trying. I mean, you see them on social media. They're doing all the 90s Instagram pages and stuff, and wanting people to remember. And people are,
Yes.
because
Yeah,
dude, it was
fine.
huge.
Yeah.
It was a Chicano culture type of thing. I mean, we hooligans. We did have one black guy in our crew, and I don't know if I can say his name.
We had a black guy too.
Yeah, a black guy. But we called him his
Was
black
it the
guy
same
name.
black guy?
I get it.
And people were like,
They called him Little Ligger.
kinda, yeah.
Ligger.
And no lie.
Pronounce the L, homie.
But
Ligger.
that no, it was just I don't know, bro. We just got shut down. No, for purposes of the stories, of our stories.
I don't know if you can say it, bro. I don't know if you should say it.
Do we have anybody of color back there? No, but we used to call him by a nickname because he was a black guy, so we called him not the whole word, but this the beginning, and that was his nickname, and he loved it because he was the only black guy with us in a culture that was
That's
all
crazy.
freaking Mexican. So I recently, not recently, but a couple of years ago, ran into him, and he was working at Knott's Berry Farm, and I seen him.
You didn't call him by his name, did you?
I called him by his nickname.
Oh, man.
And my wife and everybody was all. But me and him are hugging. Yeah, man, what's up, man? And then all these other. My wife goes, dude, all these black people are looking at you because of what you called him. But yeah, you guys are hugging and stuff. But that was our boy, dude. That was our friend.
Like a term of endearment.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
I mean he grew up in La Puente.
Yeah.
So he grew up in La Puente. He even said, "I'm freaking Mexican, bro. I don't care. I'm Mexican inside." And he was around with us, bro. So from being that and stuff, you guys. Oh shoot, someone's here.
Someone's here.
Oh, someone's knocking on the door. But that's cool because now you are doing events, like I was saying.
Yeah.
Is it because that you want to bring back that feeling? Because, sorry to go into this other story, because the reason why I like doing events, this is the reason why I do events. So I want to know, is this the reason why you like doing events? Because I remember going to a rave, and I was outside, and I hear just a boom, boom, boom. And I said, one day I want to create this inside to where they're in line waiting to get to my event. Because when that anticipation that I felt, I wanted to create that same anticipation for people from my events.
Jerry, you're talking about the plot from Night at the Roxbury. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop.
We're gonna put everything outside that's inside. No, but I'm serious. Is that something like where you're still kind of continuing it? You're not gonna hurt my feelings, dude. Go ahead. Whatever.
I think that's part. The way my thing or my journey evolved is, so I did house parties for a while, and then I became an artist, an exhibiting artist, and then so that goes back to working at Disney and then becoming an artist because of that. And as I'm exhibiting my work, I would get a lot of people asking me, "Oh, you should curate art shows so you can showcase new talent." And then on top of that, I had a lot of my friends that had some kind of artistic talent that would ask me for advice. So then what I started doing is I started curating art shows at clubs. So the people were already there, and it's like, why not have art when there's 200 people there?
Nice.
So I did that like in the mid 2000s all the way to 2009. And then I got tired of doing that, and then that's when I decided, you know what, I just want to do one big event a year, and that's when I created a Velorio. It's a Day of the Dead.
Right.
festival.
I went to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a combination of, well, the main element is the art show element. And I feature, 2019, I had 200 artists, visual artists in the show.
Wow.
Last year we had less because it was a whole different thing. But that's the main reason why I started doing the big productions, because I wanted to showcase new artists in the shows. And then the music was just another component of it. But it just evolved to this big thing where, like, the biggest bands I booked was Los Lobos.
Yeah.
Nice.
So my intention was not to produce concerts per se. It was more art shows.
That's cool. Yeah.
And I think they both grew like pretty much at the same level.
Yeah, because the one you did at the Pico Rivera Sports Arena, El Velorio?
Yeah.
Dude, it was good, dude. A lot of art. Like, a lot of art. Like, people were showcasing art. I really enjoyed myself there, dude. It was crazy because I never went to an event like that or ever been to an event like that. So when I went with me and my wife, it was really interesting. It was very interesting the way people were face painting and because like, you're a Jehovah's Witness. I came from Christian, so we don't celebrate the Day of the Dead. We don't
my mom
participate
thinks
in
I'm
that.
the devil because I do the Day of the Dead event.
See, so we don't participate in that. So going to that, and that my first one, I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. But it was artistic to me. Like, it wasn't to celebrate or even promote some type of demonic that we've been taught it is. It was to really, I thought it was artsy, and I liked it. But we're going to get to the bit more. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, man, we're going to talk more about the event, more about house parties. We're going to bring another business partner in, right?
Yeah.
Is he here yet?
He's here. He's on his way. I think he's in the restroom. I think I heard a flash. No, we're gonna get to the bit more, and then also we gotta talk about with David too, man. I know he doesn't want to talk. He wants us to sit there and recuperate and hydrate, but we'll talk a little bit more. We'll be right back, man.
Yeah.
All right. We got Concrete next. Concrete is doing his thing, man.
Yeah, my fucking
You ready, dog?
Yeah, I'm ready as I can.
Okay,
be.
at least you gotta go
Holy shit.
halfway, bro. Okay.
All right, let's just test it. Let's just
Test it real quick. Test
Little
it.
tester.
Okay, wait. All right. So try to get more than that, right? You gotta drink it. Ready? Eddie, you tell him go, Eddie.
All right, Bro. we're gonna start it up. Right,
Oh, Eddie!
Here we go.
Oh, my. Oh, Eddie! Oh! Oh! Oh!
We're at 6, 7.
Go! Come on, Concrete! Yeah! Go! Yeah!
Ready?
You got it, baby.
All right.
You got it.
Oh my God! Oh damn! Oh man!
Hell yeah.
Hold on, let me get it. Oh, you bastard, dude! You bastard!
Bring him back.
Great, I lost, man, so I got to bring the show back. But hey, man, welcome back again, man. We got a great team in the house today, man. We got Vic, of course, in the house, man.
Always here,
He's
present.
always here, present, omnipresent. And then we got, not Momo. Momo's not here today. but
Antonio.
Pelayo, man. And he has it on his arm just in case he forgets once in a while.
That's right.
That's okay. I have an Esquivel right here, too, so just in case. But we also have David Vegas in the house, man. We got David, man. We're going to get into him a little bit more. But we also have another special guest, Antonio. Who is this guy that you just brought in?
Henry
Apodaca.
Apodaca. I was going to say Aldaca.
Apolaca.
Apodaca.
Apolaca.
Henry is our, for House Issues, he's our archivist, curator, and writer.
You start fires?
I do.
Oh,
Large ones, too.
large ones, dude. No, but real quick.
And he puts out fires. as
And he
well.
puts out fires.
Yeah.
But real quick, before we get into him and exactly what he does, you said something that we haven't even touched yet, but you said House Issues. So real quick, man, you have a big event coming up. What is House Issues?
It's a mainly 90s house music festival.
Okay.
But we're incorporating all the music from the 90s. But it's mainly house music. I think we have about 10 DJs, and some of those include Richard Vision and DJ Irene.
Nice, man.
Vision.
Yeah.
And then we have a big exhibit where we are showcasing about 30 party crews from the 90s.
Nice.
From Rebel Familia.
Yes.
All the way to my crew, Reckless Ones.
Which you're on top. You're on top, right? You guys are at the top of the flyer.
Well, yeah, because I was the first.
Oh my god!
I was the first crew. I was the first crew that signed up.
Exactly.
What a coincidence! The first crew that said yes. Let me sign up.
Really pointing out like, hey, who wants to come on board? And as they came in,
I already knew a bunch.
Yeah.
And I already hit them up, and I actually know of 3-4 of them that have not like jump on board. I don't know why. And I had family and other crews, cousins, a bunch of friends. But
did you get a Hellbound? Oh, they're not
Hellraisers.
We got Hellraisers. Okay.
I actually got jumped by Hellraisers outside of Carnival one year.
Wow.
That's a whole nother story.
So this could be a nice reunion.
Yeah. But Hellraisers are part of the show.
Oh, nice, man.
Hopefully
nice.
they don't jump us that night. All right.
But once I started talking about it, then other crews found out about it, so they hit me up. And then once I put it out on Instagram, then it just like boom.
Start blowing up itself.
We actually started with only 17 crews.
Right.
And then it grew to 30.
Wow.
And at this point right now, I probably have like 20 crews that want to be part of it. Obviously, we got no more room. So I told them, you know what, we'll talk for next year. So
that's dope, man.
Yeah.
That is dope. So that's what it's about.
When you say they want to be part of it, what, are they going to show up like as a crew?
no,
or
they wanted to be in the exhibit. They want to represent in the
Pictures.
exhibit. Yeah, photos, flyers, memorabilia, all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Because that's important, man. Because a lot of people are going to start coming out. They're going to see that and be like, "Dude, that was my era.
Yeah.
That was my era when I was
Do
young."
you have a favorite flyer that like sticks out in your head? You're like, I remember, I loved it, and
Yeah,
yeah.
and I have a photo of it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
I think I might still have the
It comes
flyer.
big with the best pic- you know, I got the
I might
best
have a flyer
questions.
still. It's with James Dean on it, and it was called Rebellandia. That's what it's called, Rebellandia.
Seen that.
Yeah, it was James Dean on it. It's called
I
Rebellandia.
gotta say, dude, the party crews were very creative when it came down to flyers.
Yeah.
And they took everything from cartoons from the 80s, 90s.
Yep, everything, dude.
Can I comment on
No,
that?
matter of fact, he was supposed to introduce it.
You know what I mean? Because the 90s was a time of parody. From Fresh Jive to, you know, recycling the notion of like
We
James
almost did
Dean,
that
Marlon Brando. You know, we had all the flavors.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
seasoned the broth in the 90s.
Oh, shit.
And that's the truth. You
No,
what I
they did,
mean?
yeah.
We went from the rebel to the go-go dancer to the drag queen,
Groovers.
to the housers, the groovers, the tag bangers, the ravers, all the flavors.
Yeah, it opened up
31
everything.
flavors right
Dude,
here.
I can picture this guy back in he's a smooth talker back in the
No,
day.
I'm being real because
Yeah.
the 90s didn't have one blueprint.
No.
It had many, and that was the thing because it was inclusive. It was the multiplicity of identities in the 90s that converged through house music.
Right. It all came together at a party.
Exactly.
You would see the taggers, the groovers, the rebels.
You know what's
It didn't
funny
matter.
is when I introduced
didn't
house
matter.
music to my little nieces who are into EDM. What's that? Oh yeah, they play it over there. It's like I've been hearing this shit since
Yeah.
1994. Right? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I used to go to bed listening
Power tool.
Power Tools, man.
2
Yeah,
a.m.
Same here.
2 a.m.
2
Putting my
a.m.
cassette and pressing record and
Yeah,
play
right.
at the same
Same here.
time. So I get it.
I showed you
sir.
all my audio tapes last
Yeah,
night.
he did.
Dude.
Remember Friday Night Flavors the night
Yeah.
before?
Yes.
Then you hit, Saturday night,
Power
2 a.m.
tools.
You know what I mean?
There was all kinds of stuff,
That was
man.
it, that Power
I had
106.
to
Yeah.
do
Big
it
up.
in low volume because my parents were sleeping
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. I think we all did, bro. Under the covers. We're still talking about music, guys. Right?
No, because even the kids now, man, they want to lower their cars, that little speed racer cars, man. But I remember we used to all fix up our Honda Civics, Honda Accords, the
I had
four
a
doors,
Honda Accord.
heat the springs, so you'll be driving like this the whole time because there's no springs in your car, hitting every bump going down the street, So and then we put one time me and my friends, we didn't have money. My buddy Alex, he didn't have money to put in his car speakers, so we literally took. Back in the day, in the living room, you had the two
House speakers.
house speakers with the
red and
wood.
black wire,
The what? Yeah, we took those and put them in the back of his car and hooked them, and we were boom, boom.
That was like Cool Herc.
And
that's
that-
like Cool Herc in New York at the onset of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
we had to do it, dude.
You worked with what you had.
We
Yeah.
worked what we had, dude.
Yeah.
People used to open the thing and be like, "Those are living room speakers." I'd be like, "Sure,
See
man."
past the speaker, listen to the
Banging.
music.
Just be. But that's cool. So what are you exactly doing for House Issues?
For House Issues, specifically, I'm curating the actual exhibit, but the exhibit, there's a lot of elements to that. There are a lot of crews involved. There's a lot of history to be told.
Right.
So you got to think about the methodology in which someone has to arrange and organize information. So for us, it's been oral histories. Oral histories have been the way that I've been able to get information on crews to describe them in the gallery. I don't care about the chismes. I don't care about the beefs. The 90s were criminalized already.
Yes.
Right, look at Channel 11, Chris Blatchford.
Fox Undercover.
All those Fox Undercover. It happened. Even other generations looking at the 90s criticized it.
Right.
But now we have an opportunity to talk about the 90s from lived experiences.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Not from the mass media, not from anyone interpreting from the outside what's happening on the inside. And that's kind of like one of my favorite oldies. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm on the inside looking in.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
And getting it from the horse's mouth. So being able to work with Antonio and being in contact with crews personally, talking to them, not texting them, not emailing them, but we're in contact with each other. This is how you get that ground level information. You want the raw? Yeah. You talk to them.
Yeah.
But first you got to page them. First you got to page them.
No, you got to get
set up a date. You know what I mean? But that's real. Shouts out to DJ Gargamel because, we had talked about what it's like to get back to shaking hands in person, talking in person, doing things in person. And I think we come from a time in the 90s where our notions of loyalty are a little different. What I say is bond.
Definitely.
Man. Old school loyalty, 90s loyalty. Like if I'm going to say something, yes, that, but interacting with the crews, it's been nostalgic for me. Just even setting up a date and let's get down to what happened or where you come from. That's been cool. You can't do that on a text. You can't do that in a Facebook message.
Yeah.
You have to really be like lifetime with people. So I appreciate that. I'm an archivist by trade. I've been working in this field for about 5 years. I used to teach special ed for about 15 years for LAUSD. So I think that kind of gave me an edge on what I do now.
Nice.
But I understand the evidentiary value of history. And when it comes to house issues and using oral histories as a methodology to describe crews in an art gallery, you can't get any better than that.
No, because back in the day, man, it was awesome.
You know what you should do? That day of the event, everybody turn in your cell phone before you get in. Enjoy it like you did back in the 90s. Yeah, don't just go enjoy. No fucking flip. Yeah. We're gonna have our own camera crews here. We're gonna record everything. We'll sell it outside the door for $25.99.
But I'm geeking out on it now. You know what I mean? I'm really geeking out on it because I'm trained in that way. I'm trained to conduct oral histories. I'm trained to interview. I'm trained to do all of this. So, I could take it to the Smithsonian. I could take it to Library of Congress.
Yeah.
But I'm manifesting in the hood.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm manifesting with my gente. And this, again, shout out to DJ Gargamel, this is our Pachuco shit.
Our Pachuco
This is our Pachuco shit.
Hell yeah, it is.
90s.
Hey, we survived a
music,
lot of stuff,
dance,
dude.
Everything, yo.
Yeah, because it started off, when you go to a party, man, it was all about the battle, but the rebels, the problem with the being a rebel, man, is that we had a problem with the gang members. Because the gang members, they'll tell you straight out, we didn't like you guys because you basically took their chicks. And that's the bottom line. I'm not lying. Don't hate me, but we took the chicks, and we, especially being from Rebel Familia, man, we didn't get along with, we couldn't go anywhere. And rebels couldn't even walk the mall, or the cholos wanted to jump us and stuff. So we had to walk in packs as well, so that you're ready to fight and stuff. And
Did you guys grow up to be bikers or what? Kind of sounds like
well, I was raised by a biker. I'm not gonna lie.
Boots.
Yeah.
I was raised. I had Harley Davidson boots. See, because people always say, even to this day, they were like, "Oh, you're not a." I go, I was raised by a biker.
Yeah.
I was literally raised. I woke up in the morning and there would be about 30 bikes in our. I'm not gonna say what club was out there, but still around was out in our driveway as we were little kids raising up. So I was literally a biker kid. But then we went.
So
into
you
the
had all
Horror-
the authentic shit.
I had everything, the rebel stuff.
Yeah.
But that's I believe, and that's cool that we're keeping it that, and it could have lasted longer too. And we could talk about this too. It could have lasted longer. But what happened is the gangs started getting involved. As the gang started getting involved in some of the crews, and it wasn't really too much of the rebel crews, they were getting involved in the regular crews because the regular crews were popping up in their city. So they were saying, hey, if you're going to basically do parties in our city, you have to jump into our gang.
Well, they
Or
just
they're
turned
gonna
the
shut it
gang and
down.
put a crew at the end. Whatever
Or
city.
you got taxed.
Or you got taxed.
Or
yeah.
you got taxed.
So people, the crews would just say, well, screw it, we're just going to convert.
Right.
Or you had some crews that they looked like a bunch of cholos walking in, and they would be from grooving, like, hey, forget you, it was battle. And I seen that. People would battle, and it was cool till then it started, people getting hit over the head with beer bottles, getting shot and stuff. So then that's, even to where I at one point, we just said, you know what, my buddy got shot, and I was like, I'm done. I was like, I'm done, dude. I'm not going to die because I'm a rebel. I want to live, And so that's the reason why I got out, And I just said, you know what, screw this, I'm done. And actually, I went to a church. And then I was sharing with you, I went to a church and got involved in a play. And our play was about the party crew scene. Oh, wow. So we did a play, and we traveled from California all the way. We did it in New York City.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
And
Big up.
Yeah, and it was all about the party crew scene. It was all about the party crew scene. We played deep house music in it. Everybody loved it. I mean, we were getting the publicity because that was still in. It was the culture and everything was still in and stuff. So, but that's cool that we're trying to bring it back now and have these type of events. I'm kind of depressed that I can't be there, but yeah.
You're not gonna be there?
I can't.
In spirit.
It's my
Remember we
daughter's.
talked about when one can't make it, you'll get like two.
Oh,
Yeah. It's my daughter's graduation party. She's graduating from Cal State University, Fullerton.
Well, our event
Congrats.
ends at 1 in the morning.
I told her I might have to slip out. I did tell her. I go,
Wait.
I might have to
How
slip
old
out.
is your daughter?
She's 22.
She's 21 and over, baby.
Babe, we're taking your graduation party to House of Issues.
Yeah, how we party tonight.
Right.
Or hey, just bring it over to the house is a pretty big house. We're having it now. But hey, we're gonna be right back, man. When we come back, we're gonna talk a little bit more house issues, man. We want to know a little more details about it. We want to know this guy's part in it, because he's just a cool guy just sitting there, dude. I wish that was my job.
You don't want this life, Ricky Bobby.
You know what? But hey, man, we'll be right back with a little bit more of Antonio. We got Henry, and we got David Vegas in the house, man. We'll be right back. Hey, everyone, this is your boy, JR with JR and the Crew. Look, man, make sure you guys support Black Widow Investigations. Now, you might ask, what is Black Widow Investigations? Well, she is a law firm, lawyer, PI. She'll take care of you if you get in a car accident, bike accident, family law. Maybe you just get injured. Maybe you trip over somebody's rock in their front yard. But hey, give her a call, man. I'm gonna put her number right here and let her know that JR and the Crew sent you.
Peterson?
There you go.
And we're back with Antonio Pelayo. Dude, I like it.
What is it? Booyah.
My nickname.
La Bulla.
La Booyah.
That's why I call the event La Bulla.
Oh, shoot.
What does that stand for?
So this Booyah, it stands for noise. It stands for noise. So the story behind that's my nickname that my dad gave me when I was a baby. So my dad's number one sport was lucha libre. That's all he watched. He didn't watch soccer, none of that. It was lucha libre. And there was a Japanese wrestler called Shibuya.
Yeah.
And apparently I resembled him. I was chunky and I would make a lot of noise.
I don't know.
You were chunky?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
So that's where the nickname came from, Booyah. And
That's
then
tight,
later in
dude.
the years, when I started doing events, I had the idea of doing a lucha libre event, and then when I started brainstorming on names, then obviously I'm like, dude, I'm gonna call it La Booyah because it makes sense.
I had the pleasure and honor to be at La Bulla, which was in February, I believe. Last year. Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that shit was off the... Even the name alone is Bulla. Like,
Yeah.
it's madre fucking...
Yeah.
And you show up, and it's like, you walk in, it's already rowdy. You got the wrestlers going in one by one. It was a trip. I mean, I can see how you incorporate the art to it, too, because your son's a painter, right?
Yeah.
So you had the art exhibit, you had the wrestlers over here, you had the drinks over here, you had all the famous people, VIP.
That's dope.
Concrete gave me one. My bad.
But I remember you going because I was gonna go to it, but
Yeah.
I was still a little nervous for the COVID crap, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. A
'Cause
lot
I
of
have
people
asthma.
were. A
I have
lot of
asthma,
people
so
were.
I was like,
Yeah.
like I told him, well, he just got
Well,
done.
I had just recovered from it.
Yeah, he
I
just
was
recovered.
Like,
So he
fucking
was,
10 pounds lighter.
he was just all like, I'm going, bro. It can't get me again.
I look good.
Antibodies.
Yeah, he had his
Yeah,
antibodies.
antibodies.
Dude, I lost 25 pounds with that shit, so I was working.
Yeah.
I want to wear a slingshot to that
Walking the
motherfucker.
Slingshot.
So you do many events, right? Like Velorio, La Bulla. What gives you these like what ideas? Like how do you come up with these ideas or these events? Like it's just things from the past. Like obviously you say your dad, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, most of them are things from the past that I've experienced. For example, house issues. In my thinking, that was the best time of my life. From 1990 to 2000,
The best.
I
Yeah.
experienced the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I lived and I was a part of it. I had a crew and I was a part of that. I was part of the party scene and eventually into more bigger productions.
Right.
So that event specifically means a lot to me because I lived it. The Lucha Libre, I grew up with Lucha Libre. The Day of the Dead, I obviously grew up with that too. And that was my first production. And then I did also a lowrider show called LA Story.
Really, I missed that one.
Yeah, and then I did a tattoo event called Tatuaje. Tatuaje, obviously, I'm not a tattoo artist, but as I was producing events, the idea came up, and I pitched it to Freddy Negrete, which he became my partner, and he loved the idea, so we produced it.
But
together.
tattoo artists are artists.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
They're artists, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, sometimes these portraits and stuff, dude, oh my God.
yeah,
Like, amazing.
yeah, like Carlos Torres, Nico
That's-
Hurtado.
Carlos Torres did my back.
Yeah, oh no shit.
Not did me in the back, did my back.
I was to say, I'm like, wow.
He tattooed my
Thank you for
back.
the
He went from SoCal.
We're getting personal right now.
No, SoCal tattoo.
Yeah.
Cathedral.
Yeah.
No, but
Shout out to Carlos.
He's a badass.
But let's talk about. I want to talk about these events, man, because I mean, right now, to me, I consider you guys some heavy hitters, man. I mean, you're doing a lot of events, man, and then of course David, and then Henry. You guys are doing a lot of stuff. So you guys have a lot of stuff going on, man. So I want to let's hear about it, dude. And let's hear what are we gonna really expect at House Issues? I mean, you've given us a glimpse that there's gonna be like a gallery. We're gonna have music, but what can people really leave with? What kind of experience?
I think House Issues is going to really take you to the 90s because you're going to see all the elements that happened in the 90s. Obviously, except for the house parties.
Right.
But as you walk into Plaza, you're going to see a mini truck show.
Oh, okay.
So we got the cruising
That's old school.
component of the
Right.
90s there. Inside Plaza, there's going to be 3 stages, and in each stage, there's going to be at least 3 DJs. So
Wow.
main stage, Richard Vision, Irene, Lenny V, and Gargamel. And Jay Valentino and Concrete are going to host the main stage. On stage 2, we have house parties of the 90s, if you guys follow them. They always
Yeah.
throw-
Biggie, the homie Biggie.
Yep. So they have Killanos, DJ Mauri, and Flavor. So they're going to do their thing in their room, and they're going to play everything from house music, deep house, hard house, progressive,
hard house.
a little techno, rock en español, and quebraditas. So
Oh,
they're
okay.
going to take it all.
Right.
And then the third stage, we have Chris Rocks, Herb One ran with our crew in the Valley, Gargamel, and Orlando. Orlando's one of the OGs.
Okay.
If you guys haven't heard of him.
Stage 3.
Yeah. So that's stage 3.
But there's gonna be flashbacks, of course.
Stage 3 is going to be a mix of everything.
Okay.
Yeah. House.
Because if you're having rebels, bro, you gotta have the flashbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Are
for
you
sure.
expecting?
Because I'm the type of guy who would never settle down. Wherever there's pretty women. This is this guy's song. You know that I'm around.
The Wanderer.
Because I love them when I take them.
Mean pompadours.
Mean pompadours, man.
Mean.
Are you guys expecting to see people show up dressed?
I was gonna say that.
90s attire.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. And some people have hit us up and they're like, can I wear my boots or is there a dress code? There's no dress
I feel
code.
like, how does it still fit
Right,
you?
'cause they gotta wear the chains and stuff, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta wear the chains. You gotta wear all that stuff, bro.
Yeah,
And the metal detectors are gonna go off.
for sure.
He's not for sure, but no. Hey guys, just
It's gonna.
what did Kiki
Can
Smooth
you
say?
imagine like just seeing all these dudes like trying to wear a pompadour, but they're like balding in the back?
The comb back. Yeah, it's like the comb back.
pompadours. Like,
That guy looks good, but a mean ball spot.
There's not enough tres flores to cover it. There isn't.
Oh my
Murray's.
god, bro.
Murray's.
Whatever you're
Oh
rocking.
my god, dude,
Whatever you
Murray's
were
was
rocking.
a bitch. Remember Murray's? You
Yeah.
dishwasher.
In the
Just
orange,
scrub
in
it off.
the orange, in the orange container.
Damn.
It wasn't even
Depends.
for us.
Yeah,
The cover said it was for black people. For pros.
that's right. But it was a mean one though, to keep it in place. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Keep it
Because
in
bro,
place.
I went, bro. I mean, I had my eyebrows done.
Oh shit.
I had my eyebrows. I had my 2 earrings. I still have my whole. I used to wear my earrings. I had my pompadour and everything, bro. I was. Well, they used to call me. They used to call me Bam Bam fool back in the day.
Bam and Booyah gonna go heads up at house issues.
Mean one.
Shoot, I was a groover too at the time. No.
That's cool.
But nah, I'm really excited, man. So what? Okay, we know what you're doing your thing over there, and then Dave, come on, dude.
Oh man, I'm stage managing.
Stage.
He's running things.
A little closer, Dave.
Jay Valentino, they're gonna be our host, so they're gonna be rocking the mic as well.
Mhm.
I'm obviously before even the show starts, I'm gonna be like dealing with everybody before, to make sure it's run. All the logistics are down.
Hell yeah.
If you need an extra host, bro, I'm more than happy. Don't ignore me. I'm more than happy to be an extra host if you need some.
Well, we were.
If something happens to Jay Valentino and you need someone, if he trips, dog. If he trips, I will.
Trips all of a sudden.
He
He might get jumped to the parking lot. Well, I know.
If he shows up without his bangs,
He might-
I'm ready.
He said, "Oh my god, dude, I love him big, man." He's just looking at me like, "This guy's crazy." He's
serious?
He's serious. We're gonna beat him up now. But no, I mean, heck yeah, man. We definitely, of course, Sharon the Crew wants to be a part of that, no matter what. We want to. From now to then, we'll do our best to promote it, to put it out there as much as we can through whatever we're doing, because it's our history too. It is our history, man, and we're excited about it. Oh, we have an awesome photographer. Antonio, we got an awesome photographer right there, bro. And stuff. But no, you can definitely count on us, man. We really want, I know you asked us to be a part of it and stuff. And yeah, we're down, dude. We're down to be a part of it and stuff in any way, shape, or form,
I just want the pass that says main head.
That's comedy, bro.
You gotta win it. Oh, shoot.
You know what? Like, you're saying it's our history, and you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I like to preamble this: a transmission of knowledge ensures survival.
Right.
A transmission of knowledge ensures survival, and what that means is we got to share the history,
Right.
And it's histories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just one. I come across crews. They think they were the only one, but that you're one among like 10,000 crews.
Yeah, we all experienced
You
something.
know, everyone has a different story, and the great thing about House Issues is that it includes and it's inclusive of the multiplicity of these crews.
Right.
You know, everyone is converging right here. In academia, they call it intersections. These are the intersections of house music. These are the intersections of house crews in the 90s here in Los Angeles. Now, mind you, house music in LA took a different form than it did in Chicago, than it did in New York.
Right.
So we have our own identity.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah, we
And
do.
we formed that
Hell yeah.
well before the rave
Well,
scene.
it's like you
Yeah.
said.
Well before. We were stemming off of the high energy crews from the 80s, right?
Yep.
So big up the Teddy Boys.
Yeah.
Big up the Teddy Casa Camino Real.
Oh, yeah.
Big up all the yes, exactly. So there was a legacy already in place. But as far as the 90s housing goes, we took that and we elevated it.
Hell yeah, man.
You know?
But a lot of people.
Kids will travel, bro.
Nah, you're
On the
right.
real. I would meet
That's
people
real.
at Carnival, at Arena, 2 be Sundays that I'm like, hey, I would hit up on a girl and like, where you from? She's from San Diego. You go, and I come here every freaking weekend.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Here in LA. Yeah.
Levels. Oh, levels. Yeah.
Levels.
Hell yeah.
100%. And I would meet people from everywhere. Freaking Apple Valley, you know, they would come on the weekend just to be in LA to feel that group.
Yeah.
See, Apple Valley's those crews. I thought they were their own. They were the only party crew.
With the apples, yo. But you know what? I'm gonna say this: like, there's a whole history to be told.
Yeah.
No, there
you
is,
know,
man.
That adds to the history of house music in general. You know, you understand the history of house music. There was a history before it was even called house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but here in LA specifically, this is what I love about House Issues: is the focus on the '90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and again, it's the multiplicity of everything that happened between it. You could have been a rebel, you could have been a groover,
Let me
but
ask
you
this.
converged in the music. That's the thing.
So as
Yeah.
a rebel, right? Because rebels and greasers were very similar. What would you say makes you guys different, or made you guys different?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh.
Yo.
Because
That's a great
I'm
question.
only
I got
asking.
an answer for you.
I'm
too.
only asking because when I showed my
Yeah.
niece, she's like, "Oh, they were greasers." Like, no, don't say that. But like, you know, as you guys being rebels, main heads from fucking bam, 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 and fucking booyah over here, you know. Like,
I don't know. I think the difference is between like it was like James Dean or John Travolta.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
yeah, that's probably the best answer you ever gave to that on this show. Damn.
So me, James Dean, bro. I was James Dean, bro. I mean, to me, that was I don't know. I mean, I could see it and feel it, but I don't know. I can't. But that's the only way I could say is like either it was Grease the movie or James Dean, and I went the James Dean type way. So,
Gotcha.
but I can't. I don't know.
He had to be like on that.
Okay, so the greaser had the jelly roll,
There we go.
Okay.
More
right? And it was actually traced in the arc of like 50s music
Right.
for greasers.
Okay.
When it came to the rebels, that was a little different. But for the
Mhm.
greasers, I see them more like the generation a little older. But you could take the rebel, you can take that back to Marlon Brando,
Right.
Streetcar Named Desire. You could take it back to James Dean. You could take it back to, there are all these figures that are right there. Now, I had talked to some crews, the Heartbreakers specifically, from 501 Creations, and I was put up on game, like, don't call the rebels greasers and don't call the greasers rebels.
Right.
There's a big difference right
Right.
there. But I was put up on game as far as like, all right, well, what's a greaser then? And it had to do with certain era of music, and I believe it was like the 50s, maybe some of the early 60s.
Right.
I'm just saying, greaser, but the rebel transcended decades. If you look at it, again, you take it back to Marlon Brando, Streetcar Named Desire. You take it back to James Dean. Like, you're transcending decades right here. And
So it's
you're
like
right.
the evolved greaser.
Yeah, exactly. Like the rebel in the 90s was like the evolved rebel from
Yeah.
Marlon Brando.
Right.
But the greasers were kind of stuck in time.
But then,
Yeah.
but then
You know
there's the
what
rockabillys.
There you got that too.
So there's like a three.
You got that too.
There's a
Yeah.
three. There's,
It's a trick.
Yeah.
But this is the multiplicity that I'm speaking about.
Right.
Because we could talk about greasers and rebels all we want, right? But the housers, the groovers, if we're keeping the focus in the 90s.
it's like hip hop. That was like the
everything
five
was
elements
converging.
of the whole scene. Because there was the greasers, the rebels, the groovers, the go-go dancers, like you said, the club kids. They had all these elements that when you went to a party, they were all there.
They were all there.
And
It
everyone
was like
had
a
a great
big
time.
circus.
Literally a big circus.
And to put it in a positive light, it was peaceful.
Yeah.
Again, countering the narrative in the mass media where it was criminalized. This is what the art gallery is about.
Well, they just love making things look bad because it was a bunch. Honestly, it was a bunch of young kids, young entrepreneurs.
That's right.
Young entrepreneurs, because a lot of those guys
right.
became Nextel owners, store owners.
Remember the undercover though?
They all became the biggest event.
Yeah.
No, that's real.
You got Antonio Pelayo, you got Ralph Verdugo,
Yes.
you got
John
Reyes,
Pena.
you got
Yes,
Bobby
yes.
D, all these legends
Yep.
that are now making these events that are huge. You know what I mean?
That's right, dude.
Business.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Remember
Yeah.
the
Undercover nonsense.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with graffiti writers. They took
Yes.
what was good art
to just damaging people because of
That's right.
tag bangers.
Exactly.
When there was a label posted something that just typically we were the first ones to get hit with,
Right.
because we never fought back on that.
It's Fox 11. You know, I don't know if you saw that thing on Tortilla Flats. They did that whole thing with them too. You know, so that's mass media. That's not from the people.
That shit.
That's not coming from the mouth of
Yeah.
the person who lived it. Right.
Right,
there.
exactly.
So there's, you know, there are different versions that that exist. You know, one
I love it.
popular, maybe one real.
All of it one day, man.
Yeah. And these are the house issues.
And that's going down
These
June
are the house
4th,
issues.
man. June 4th, Saturday, June 4th. What time does it start, dude?
7 p.m.
7
That's
p.m.
early. Ain't nobody gonna be at 7 p.m.
I know, bro. Come on, bro. The party don't start till
We're gonna
9,
be
dog.
ready.
9, 10 o'clock.
Fucking
Well,
I'm manscaping at 7 p.m.
There are some people that come to my events that like to come early and they leave early.
Oh,
Because-
that's an old guy. Yeah, we're
Well,
old.
they,
Yeah.
they come and specifically to go see the exhibit. They want to see it without the crowd.
Okay.
And you know they
Everyone
have
has their
one
purpose of
drink,
where they're going.
and then they leave.
Right, everyone has their purpose.
And then 9:30, 10 p.m. the party comers show up, and you know it's on.
Oh, shoot, man.
Donkey Kong.
And everyone's sad once 1 a.m. rolls out because we gotta shut it down.
And when the lights
Like,
go
no,
on,
no.
when the lights go on, it's all catfish. Ah!
And then we all look for the nearest or the nearest taco truck.
Hey, at the graduation, we're going to the graduation party. We'll throw for the old school. We'll throw the hand stuff. We'll just throw papers in the air, and everyone could go to the after party after that. You just go like that, just throw it in the air, man. So how can people get their tickets, man, Antonio?
Houseissues.la.
House
You
issues.
made it easy, right?
Yeah.
On the flyer, you
Oh, the QR code.
QR code,
Yeah, the
right?
QR
Yes.
It
code,
takes you
that's
right to the page.
Well,
That's
here's
right.
the thing about the flyer. We're gonna print them, but we're not even passing these out. So these flyers are gonna be very special, and we're gonna figure out how to get these to the public because we're not printing a lot of them. So I think what's going to happen is that these flyers are gonna become a collector.
Ooh, that'd be
item.
nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna get one, right? So we can put it right here on the wall.
Of course.
Hell yeah, we'll put it on the wall.
Give you guys
And then,
one.
but this one, when you guys do this one, you just redo Verbo Famica, freaking right there.
Hey,
For the digital one, I can bump you guys up.
Oh, the digital one.
Just hit
hey,
you.
Oh,
you should
man.
post a
Couple lines
flyer
up,
at
you know?
every hotspot that was cracking in the 90s.
Hell yeah.
That's a good idea.
And it's up
That's
to
a
the
good
person,
idea.
you know,
That's
like
cool.
peppers, you know,
There you
pizzas,
go.
boom.
Picassos,
Yeah.
homie.
Well, you know,
Picasso.
Arena, the building, doesn't
Metro.
exist anymore.
Oh, it doesn't?
The light pole out.
There
The
you
light
go.
pole
Down.
right outside.
Wow.
Remember Wings?
Baby,
Baby
dough.
I used
Does.
to love Baby Dough.
Oh,
I
shoot.
used to love Baby
Those
Dough.
sweet Sundays, fun dip, those all kinds
No,
of
Baby
Man,
Doughs
we
had
should
the
just have a
hottest
show
chicks.
about old school.
They had the
For
hottest
sure.
chicks, and I loved it because it was smaller. It was intimate.
So he liked to rub up. Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse
I don't
me.
know the real you. You don't know the real me.
James Dean in him.
James
That's a
Dean.
James Dean in him.
But hey, guys, we got to get going, man. But any last words from any of you guys, man? Antonio, David, Henry, any last words, man?
Big shout out to DJ Irene and Wicked Vision for blessing us.
Awesome.
Killing stage right there.
Hell yeah,
Just
man.
the fact that they're still out here doing it.
Bro, those are,
That is legends, dude.
you know what I mean?
It's legends, dog.
Thank you guys for having us on the show. Thank you to Henry, Eric from Nella, all the 30 crews involved.
Hell yeah.
The whole team, I have 100 people involved in the show to make it happen.
Nice, man.
Big ups to David.
Well, you have
And,
101 now, bro.
102.
Oh, 102.
102.
Oh, you can't go, bro.
We can still promote it through our platform,
No, he's
though.
talking about at the show.
No, I really appreciate you guys having us here.
No, we
Yeah, it
appreciate
was
you
fun.
guys, man. When David said he wanted to bring you guys here, we said, hell yeah, man. This is, like we were talking about, this is our history. We got to do more stuff like this so we can let the youngsters and even people know that, dude, there's a lot of history out there, you know, and it was our
Yeah,
history.
I like that part of it, yeah.
You know, and that's going to be awesome, man.
Would you say transcending?
A transmission of
Transmission.
knowledge ensures survival.
And that is why he is the curator.
Curator.
That's
Look
dope.
it up, people. I'm not going to, no definition. Look it up. Curator.
So real quick, man, we got to go, but where can they find you, Antonio?
Instagram, Antonio Pelayo. The House Issues page, House Issues.
Okay.
There's also El Velorio, La Bulla, and Antonio Pelayo Productions.
You're going to form a link tree thing, right, where they can
I
click it.
should. Who told me that? David told
Come
me that.
on, man.
No, he told me that the other day.
It'll be, yeah,
Yeah.
you just click it. Okay,
Yeah.
so cool. And where can they find you, David?
Me, Concert Trio on Instagram and Concert Trio on TikTok.
And Henry?
Hell yeah. So on Instagram, you can reach me at my business, Archivos Nixtamal. I am an archivist by trade, and then Fat Man House Issues.
Oh, hell yeah, I love it. Yeah. But hey, guys, man, I want to thank you guys so much for coming on, man. We really appreciate you. Any last words, Zar?
I got 2 things. Shout out to your son. He's an awesome artist.
You guys should have him on the show.
We'll bring him on the show. Yeah, hell yeah.
With an apple.
With an apple.
Rotisserie.
Rotisserie.
No, but shout out to your son. He's just great artist. I love his work. But something stuck to me when you said that you do events based on your past events, right?
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that we're gonna be something called the Witnesses. Ooh. A Jehovah Witness Club.
Oh, shoot.
Well, me and my sisters have talked about writing a book.
Really?
Because we got a ton of stories on those years when we were all Jehovah Witnesses.
That's kind of cool, dude.
10% right here.
10%.
10%. Give them the idea.
Cool.
No, bro, but thank you for coming. Like I said, I've been blessed to be at 2 of your events.
They're
awesome. They're great. They're full of culture, very fun, lots of alcohol, lots of just... Lots of diversity, believe it or not. It's not just Mexicans, bro. Yeah. You see it all.
Yeah, the exhibits, I don't know about house issues, but the previous ones, I get all the cultures involved. Yeah. Even Day of the Dead is a Mexican tradition, but I invite all the cultures to express their own, because they also celebrate their Day of the Dead event or a tradition. And they come and, they give us their input on the walls. So
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm excited, man. We got to do a lot more of this, man. And we'll talk more. Maybe we'll even do a recap of the event.
Oh, let's do it. That'd be badass.
We'll come back and talk about it. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll sit with the camera. So June 4th, man, we got house issues, man. Jared and the crew will be there. Some of the crew will be there for sure. And we're going to be promoting it likewise. So we got you guys. But all right, guys, until next week, man, we are out, man. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. But check it out, man. There's still a few more things you need to do.
You got to like, you got to share, you got to subscribe. Guys, just click it. It's so easy. Just click it. Leave some comments.
Yes, leave some comments, damn it.
Last time you left a little too many comments. I know I look a little pudgy. I'm working on that. But what do you guys want to see on the show? Any recommendations?
Right. Yes.
Through this year, we're going with some different things, man. If you guys want to check out some restaurants, any kind of nightclub, let us know.
Give us your
We're
feedback.
listening.